Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Oh my god, so many mobs up here, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm coming. I gotta go to the drop-off point and drop off some extra inventory stuff that I have, and then I'm heading your way. I didn't realize how far down the first drop-off is in the wheat farm.
Um, so it was Easter
It was.
recently.
It
Was
was.
your children allowed to have any fun?
I mean, of course not. You can't let them believe in stuff like that. Yes, my children still have fun.
Did they get to have an Easter basket?
They got Easter basket and found some we did Easter egg hunts, and he actually sat on the Easter bunny's lap because
Oh shit!
yeah, I mean
Wow.
he doesn't believe that the Easter Bunny sneaks over to the house and hit all the eggs, though. Well, I don't know what.
Who knows what he believes
I don't
at
know.
this
I don't know what
age?
the wife told him, but he, we went to a couple Easter egg hunts for little kids are funny because it's like, well, I guess for the big kids it was the same way all the places that we were at too. But it's literally like they're like Easter egg hunt, and it's just a field filled with eggs.
Field of eggs.
There's,
Yep.
there's a zero hunt involved in.
Right. Here's just an open area with eggs everywhere.
Yup.
Here you go.
Go find them, kids. Can you find them?
That
Yes,
is so
super
weird because I
fun.
remember when it gets to a point where there is like a hunt. I remember as an older kid, we'd do the Easter egg hunt, and that shit was like, good luck finding these. Like the adults were like, we're gonna hide these real good. But all the ones I've gone to with my daughter, it's exactly what you just described—a field of eggs.
Field of eggs. I mean, it's kind of crazy. The nice thing is, like, groups really get together out in DC. We went to like multiple Easter egg hunts. One we drove across town, and then by across town it was like a 10-minute drive. Finding parking is like the worst part of it all, and we go and find parking at this place to go and just do the Easter egg hunts. This one was the one that had the Easter bunny at it, and they also just were giving away like bubbles and food and juice boxes and snacks and all this stuff. So for adults and bottles of water for everybody. And then we left and went to the one close to our house, and it started later. And it has the Easter egg hunts, but it also has they set up a petting zoo in the middle of this park. So they bring like llamas and goats and sheep
Llamas?
and all this stuff. Yeah, they had some llamas there.
Wow.
So that's really cool because the Jack really likes the animals too. So he got to play with the animals and have an Easter egg hunt. And they had like a popcorn machine set up, and they were just giving away popcorn. Like people go all out for the Easter egg or the Easter specialties around here, which is nice because we did the same thing last year and realized how out there they get for that stuff. Like there's no big, at least not that I know of, like any other holidays that do that big of crazy events around, that there's that many of them
Really?
with just that
What
much
about
free stuff that they're giving away.
like what about 4th of July?
uh I'm trying to think if I've ever been to a 4th of July thing around here, like a party or an event. I don't think I
Yeah.
have. I've been to like friends' houses. We were having parties, not like
Right.
sanctioned parties by either the city or a big group of people that
Yeah.
had one of the parks or something like that. So I don't know.
See, around here, there's definitely the Easter thing, but there's also 4th of July is also a big one. But yeah, like I can't think of like Christmas or anything like that. I can't think of. I mean, there's the parade, but it's all monetized too, or like there's food. It
It's
ain't
all
free.
monetized. Santa's wearing a suit that has like Shell gas station logo on the front of it.
Very corporate. Yeah, but yeah, Easter's always like that around here too, where it's like lots of stuff. But yeah, we do a hot air balloon festival around here, but that's also very corporate. Lots of food being sold and stuff. But yeah, 4th of July and Easter are the two where the town kind of
Comes together.
isn't. Yeah, not only there for the money.
Yeah, so it was good. I mean, is your daughter going to anything that's more than a throw eggs in a field thing? It's like, did she get really?
I don't know. I
hunts?
didn't get to have her this Easter, so I don't know what she did.
But you had her
Honestly.
last Easter, right?
No, No,
Oh, so
Easter's
it's,
not one of the holidays that we
oh, it's not a split
like.
holiday?
No,
Interesting.
it just falls where it falls, and I didn't have it last year either.
I wonder why that is.
Halloween's not either. Crystal will never have a
Well,
Halloween with my daughter in a time period that my daughter would want to dress up.
well, that's
Every Halloween for like 6 years is on my weekend.
and that's kind of weird as well. Not that Halloween is an actual like national holiday or anything like that, but it's kind of weird because Halloween's actually one that is on a specific date, whereas Easter, at least, no matter what, you'd have a chance because it changes all the time.
Right. But yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was weird about Halloween. I'm glad I got lucky enough to I'm the one that has the Halloweens because I like Halloween. I like doing all that.
Well,
Halloween
the only
stuff,
problem is
dressing
how
up
often is the trick or treating on Halloween on Halloween? It's always on different random days around here.
Well, it's
I guess it's not the
they,
week,
They
right?
pretty much always stick to the 31st or whatever, like the
Really?
day of Halloween. Yeah,
Oh,
even
yeah,
if it's like
we-
a Wednesday.
No, we're always like, they just pick a day around Halloween that's going to work out the best for people, it seems.
No, here they're pretty much just this is the day Halloween.
This is the day of Halloween.
Yep, we celebrate. I also have her for her birthday for like 4 years straight. So yeah, those are things that I feel like in hindsight we should have paid better attention to.
I'm surprised that the own child's birthday isn't put into.
Yeah, no, I think that those were oversights. I mean, that was my first time going through a divorce, so I didn't know what to worry about and think about. And yeah, like in hindsight, I mean, like for instance, I mean, we talked about this the other day, but in hindsight, like I wish, like for like Easter, I mean, not for Easter, but for Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, it specifies a certain day of the week. This is when this thing ends, Sunday before school sets back or whatever. But then whenever you go to spring break, it's like the day before school resumes, and it assumes that that is going to be on a Sunday. But then in this particular year, Monday was a teacher work day, and so Crystal refused to let me have my daughter, even though my lawyer and everyone else said that I was supposed to. And so I can spend a bunch of money and take her to court, and you have a judge rule whether or not she was in contempt,
Or you don't have a
just,
day, and you deal with.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's sometimes not worth the battle, which makes it hard because how many times does it become not worth the battle?
Right.
Yeah, that's going to make it,
Like I would just like to have a ruling because it's going to come up again at some point in our lives. Like this is not a one-time occurrence, I'm sure. But anyways, I ain't never hated somebody so much in my damn life.
So this brings me to an interesting question because it's not about divorce per se, but it is about. So it came up in a new TV show I started watching, and it made me start thinking. And I was like, I wonder what Guude would think about this. I literally just put a bunch of polished andesite back into a chest because I realized it was polished andesite, not stone. And then I looked at the chest and I was like, look, there's more stone. And I just pulled the same exact polished andesite back out and put it in my inventory.
Oh, God.
So if you were either married again in the future, or let's even pretend still married to your, ex-wife, and things were happy, good relationship, and the person, for whatever reason, dies suddenly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is, in your mind, an acceptable time frame before you sleep with somebody else?
I think that's really hard. I mean, like after me and Crystal got separated, the state of North Carolina requires you to be separated for a year before you can get a divorce.
Right.
And for me, I was still married as far as I was concerned.
So-
like we
so
weren't
that-
together.
But that's why it specifically is around death, because I think
Right. Well,
whenever
I'm sorry,
there's
asking.
whenever
Let me-
there's
let me
feelings
finish.
in your mind, still a possibility that exists, it changes the whole equation.
I think it would take longer with death. Personally, I think I would have a harder time. Because there's less closure. It feels like once you hate somebody, you get a lot of closure from that.
I mean, that's true. That's true. There is a lot of closure from that. See, I'm under the I can't say I'm under the opinion. I don't think it's like there's not a hard and set rule, but I almost feel that you could pretty much be okay with within a week sleeping with somebody else because of, not because you want to sleep with somebody else, but because of you're going to be such an emotional disaster that it's going to be kind of a way of like lashing or reaching out.
Have you ever, like, are you the...
No, I've never been with somebody who died before.
No. Are you the type that can have like a hookup? Like, have you ever had like one night stands?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, and that's okay. That's what I'm more thinking, that something like, if you did something within a week, it would be because you were devastated just hooking up with somebody because you didn't know what else to do with yourself.
See, I've learned that I can't have hookups. Like, basically, like, unless I have an emotional connection with someone, sex is awful. The times I've tried just like meaningless sex, it's awful. Like, it's called demisexual, and that's definitely where I line up at.
So,
like,
but you
cannot.
But you've done it before for the purpose of being.
I've one time.
Well, and you've learned your lesson, like that it's not something that you
awful.
appreciate. So think it could be that one time, especially in your previous marriage, because that would have been your only person, right?
Yeah. Well, at the time, yeah.
Yeah. So if that was the case, and then you immediately,
I don't think it could have been 1 week later.
Oh,
like,
so one week I'm using as a complete exaggeration, just because I'm saying in my mind I think it's so in this movie, it's actually an interesting Netflix series to watch. It's called Glitch. It's like a British drama. About people who've like come back from the dead and they don't really know why. Like, they're not zombies, like, except for the fact that, you know, people coming back from the dead might be constitute zombies, but it's not like zombies. They're like back to normal people again, and nobody understands.
I watched this actually.
Oh, did you? So I'm almost done with the first season. It's pretty good, but one of the characters in it, she's flipping out because she comes back and her husband's one of the people that finds them. And he's married and has a kid on the way with somebody else, but she's like demanding to know how, because he's married to like her best friend.
Right. How long did you wait?
How long did you wait? And when he said something like, because I just watched the episode, and he said something like it was in September, and she's like, that was less than a year before I was dead. And I was like, holy shit, he made it almost a year before, like.
I think it would take me a long time. Maybe I'm just
sucker.
I don't know.
Well, and you're speaking from a different perspective though, because you are speaking from the emotional connection piece of it. Whereas I definitely think a year would be like, am I emotionally ready to deal with my now, you know, dead wife and realize that that's gone and never coming back? And can I ever find happiness again?
In his case, in this show, he didn't have kids already, and I think
that's true.
A big difference too. Like, I'm thinking about it like as a father too. Like, when are you going to bring this other woman? Then, like, she's lost her mother too. Like, so I mean, that's part of how I'm thinking about the whole thing as well. Not just like, when am I ready to move on, but when is my family ready to move on?
Wait, did I do this? Did we do this wrong? What do we have to do on this next layer here? Put a block up. Like this? I'm confused.
I probably shouldn't put the redstone down yet. I think you have to put... What's behind there?
But where's the redstone?
Torches.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm just trying to figure out.
I don't have any more torches, so can you put those ones you just broke back down?
Yeah. Do we need to build this up a little bit more? Did we screw something up?
What do you mean?
I feel like we need to be up another layer, up at the top.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I can't figure out.
Like,
where's the trapdoor and where's the water go in this case?
I don't remember how it went down below.
And that's what I can't figure out.
Oh, you know what? It did go up a layer higher, and then the trapdoors went in front of it. So
like, just the redstone needs to be up a layer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Whoa, that was a. So this needs to be like this. Then that's on that, powering a block. But the trap doors, I think I remember this now. But you're thinking, yeah, because
it'd probably take me a year at least.
Because of your emotional, attachments, dude.
Yeah, right.
your weak emotions. See, because I'm completely under a different mindset. I can completely see me as a way of trying to cope is just sleeping with somebody else just because I feel at the time it would make me feel better. When I know for a fact that it wouldn't. Like, a lot of people do that when relationships end, is they go pick up somebody at the bar because they think that being with somebody else is going to make them feel better from, like, the devastation that they feel of being split up with, and then they feel, like, horrible about it in the morning because they're like, that was not what I needed at all. I can imagine doing that, like, to the extreme, just trying to make sense of life again.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I think the answer to this is it's different for everybody. I think it depends on where your relationship was at. Like, what if you were in a relationship where you were technically wanting out and then your spouse dies? Like, it's completely different. Now you may even feel vindicated, or you may feel guilty.
Well, you got these repeaters. These repeaters, or this repeater's not going to work where you have it at.
Why not?
Because there's going to be a trap door right there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So what I think we'll have to do is go like that. No, because we still need the repeater, huh?
No, we don't need the repeater right there. We can do it later. I just wanted it to line up with the other repeaters.
Oh,
and be in the same spot. But that's just a thing for cosmetic reasons. That's not necessary.
It's a pipe dream that will not happen. Or you can take this out one more layer and do that.
I could take it out this way over here, one, right?
Yeah, one, maybe two. Wait, because you'd have to go here, like this. I don't have any.
Be right there, yeah, and then Yep. Then I think it lines up. I don't know. That's done some rest to find out. But yeah, like I think it's possible. There's a possibility that you'd even feel guilty, like you wished her dead or something, because you wanted out of the relationship. If you were at a point where you were hoping the relationship would end, like I don't know. I think that it's going to be different depending on. There's a lot of variables that go into this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's why I started it out with in a happy relationship, because oh god, it would cause a completely different. If you were already, I think it'd almost be even worse if you were on the brink of like splitting and then they randomly died. Because then I think you'd feel so guilty, like you almost made it happen.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Which would be really messed up. To make it happen, be really messed up.
Yeah, if you murdered her, that would be bad.
Now this, it was this and this, right? And make sure this
that
works.
lines up perfectly now with the other one.
Okay, yeah, so this is right.
Damn it, now I gotta go fix all my torches.
You shouldn't have to.
Did you just flip the lever? Oh no, you just flipped it up there.
Yeah, just up here. I was gonna say you shouldn't have to. Oh yeah, I just didn't flip the lever. I took off the redstone, put it back on. I'm glad you said that, because I actually almost went up to the lever, not even thinking about what it'd do to the ones below.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we light it up as we go, then we can just keep it lit up until it's ready to clear it all the way out, so we're not constantly dealing with huge areas of mobs.
Okay, just making sure that that's working right. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Like I know, like a good example of this is Patton Oswalt. His wife died, and he's constantly like tweeting about how his life will never be the same, and you know his whole focus is on his child, and he misses his wife greatly, and probably will never be with anyone ever again, and stuff like that.
And somehow, how did she die? Did she get murdered?
I don't think so. No, I think it was cancer.
So I'm trying. She was big into the like Golden State murder, right? Because now that case got solved, wasn't that a big deal about Patton Oswalt and that his wife, and how proud that she would be that the case is finally done and over with? Because Like she was real. She wasn't killed by him by any means, but she was like a very big. I don't know if it was a like one of those independent investigators trying to solve it, but she had some big things to deal with the Golden State Killer.
Huh? I didn't know. This is not something I'm knowledgeable about.
But yeah, I guess I guess I can see it that way too. I was just literally watching the show and thinking, like, man,
is there a season 2 of that show?
I think there is a season 2 because I'm only on
I haven't
season
seen
1.
season 2.
And I thought it said see other seasons of the show. Why can I not put a thing here? Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, I've only watched season 1 of that show, so if there's a season 2, I'm out of the loop.
What'd you think of that show?
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I will tell you, it's getting. Can I sometimes place these and sometimes I can't place these? That's really freaking weird.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know what? I think I can place them down when you have. See, because I can't place this now without jumping. I bet you the second you put a redstone here and it's lit up, I can.
I wonder if it was if you were up here. I don't have any redstone. I'm out.
What?
That dolphin almost jumped out into the farm and died.
Yeah, look at that. The second it's a redstone signal, I can just.
Huh. I don't have any redstone.
I'm
gonna go get some.
well.
Yeah, that's the first Australian show I think I've ever watched.
Is it Australian? I thought it was British.
Well, no. It's from Australia.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Like I say, I just always assumed it because they talk about CCTV, and I thought that was a big British thing. I didn't know they had CCTV in Australia.
Maybe they're not supposed to be in Australia. It's definitely filmed in Australia.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I am having a hard time following so far, and I'm sure it's going to like reveal itself very soon. But the guy's boss, his cop boss, that whole thing is really like kind of came out of nowhere and is really throwing me off right now because I don't know where that twisted to.
But it's been a long time since I watched the show. So
I really think I'm on the last episode of the first season too, so I'm surprised that there's not.
Maybe there's two seasons I watched. Then like there's like the other grave that they find and stuff.
Other grave. I mean, there's multiple graves that they found.
Yeah, but there's one that's really important.
So I don't think it's happened yet. I'm actually gonna look up the. It's hard to look up. So Netflix original. Glitch,
this is another one of those. It was produced and Netflix bought it.
How many seasons are there? It looks like. Oh, they call them series. So episodes, series 1 and series 2. Is that just what they do for Australian or British shows, or is it a whole different show?
I do not know. Like I said, this was another non-Netflix original that they bought into, and I don't know if it became an actual Netflix original after that or what.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the last episode of the season 1. No, the next season is still talking about the same cast and everything. So I guess it'll be interesting to see. Oh, I did finally finish Australian Survivor season 1.
What'd you think of that final challenge?
Well, I mean, I've seen it before, but it's...
You have?
Yeah.
On the cliffside? Where they're all holding on? And
that was the original season 1 final challenge.
Really?
Yeah.
In Australia?
No, of regular Survivor with Richard Hatch.
Yeah, but they weren't like getting beat down by the ocean.
Oh
and
man,
shit.
Well I don't know. Maybe it wasn't HD. You couldn't see the ocean behind them.
Like that shit was wild to me.
I will say it was wild how long that challenge went on. That I was not expecting by any stretch of the imagination. So that was kind of impressive. I will say I am so disappointed with the winner of that show.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't remember who you said you won. I don't remember who was in.
I don't even know who I wanted to win, and the other person that you kind of want to win because he was almost like the fan favorite.
Did you put the water down first, by the way?
No.
Or is water second?
I think water can be second. Water's going to be second.
Well, there was definitely an order to this.
I think we're fine.
Okay.
I know what we're doing, Guude. God, guys, I placed 3 trapdoors.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm
Fucks it
doing.
all up.
Leave me alone. This is how it's supposed to look, right? Bah, 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 bah. That's...
Yeah.
No, it was cool and it was definitely iconic, but it's the same concept of a challenge that you've seen before. It went on for a
I
long
don't remember
freaking
that
time.
season. I mean, that was so long ago, 1999.
The thing is, they even talked about it.
20 years
They even
ago.
said where it came from. Though they started it out, and I was a little disappointed because he was like, "And now for the hardest challenge in Survivor history," and I was like, "Are they talking Australian Survivor history?" Because like it's the first season of the show,
Yeah.
And then I was like, "I've seen this thing before," and then they were immediately like, "Oh my god, this is the one Richard Hatch did in season 1." And I was like, "Well, okay, so you're saying the hardest challenge in Survivor history was all the way back on the first season of Survivor?"
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I didn't even realize they said that. That's pretty funny.
So yeah, I was not. I would have been. I think the last half of the season would have been ruined for me if I had done what you did and watched season 2 first, because you said it gave away the winner of season 1.
Yeah.
I would have stopped watching because it was an unexpected winner in my mind, which can always be fun, but somebody who I just did not want to win at all. But it was entertaining to watch still and all. I just didn't want that person to win.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have been extremely upset had I had that ruined for me.
Yeah, anytime a show's ruined like that, it makes it hard.
Well, I will say the one episode of Survivor, one season of Survivor that I had ruined from the beginning because I saw that news article on it. There was a couple episodes in the middle where it got a little hairy, and I thought that person was going to possibly go home, but I knew that they weren't, obviously, because I'd read the article, so it took away a little bit of that allure. But by the time you got down to the last 5 episodes, it was one of those relatively boring seasons that I was like, you can just telecast everything that's happening, or telegraph everything that's happening right now, because I know what's going to happen, not just because I know who the winner is, but because that's obviously the way this is going to play out, and it was just vindicated because I already knew who that winner was.
Yeah.
I'm itching to get to season 3. There's 5 seasons of it now.
Really?
Yeah. Because as I was looking for trying to get up to season 3, I saw the possibility of getting, can you close that? There we go.
Sorry, I was trying to bring us up to the next level.
There we go. Okay, now
Luck.
now I got all the water in there. You can test it. I literally was 2 blocks away, and you opened it up, and I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I didn't do it on purpose. I was trying to bring the water up to the redstone to the next layer.
Well, this should be a finished layer.
Okay. Here, I'll test. Sake test.
The ones by the repeaters did not work.
Huh. Why is it that?
Are they working on the layers below? Did we set something up differently?
No, they're exactly the same. For sure.
We checked the repeaters by these ones, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin all of the... How do we do this without...
It definitely did not work.
How do I do this and not ruin all of this stuff here? I'm going to put a layer of... Hold on.
It might be easier just to replace the torches, honestly.
I mean, it's possible, but... I'm committed. Okay, go ahead and run it. This one works just fine.
I think it might be because the things were placed when there was redstone active up there.
No.
I think so.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Can you just break and put the repeater back down then? No, I wouldn't change anything, right?
No, I think we'd have to turn off the redstone and you redo what you did.
It doesn't even make sense.
I think maybe you don't have to redo the ones. Jesus Christ!
Hit the one. Hit the just the top layer again.
I can't even get up there, Jeff. I'm trying so hard.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, I'm gonna try to just move the hatch itself. Hit it again. It just doesn't do anything on this block.
Oh, I remember why. We got to put the blocks in over top of them. Put that back.
Oh god. Oh god.
You may have to.
What the hell?
I don't think you can now.
It disappeared out of my inventory.
It's in your hand.
It's not in my hand.
It is there.
I placed it even though it wasn't there. Hold on.
I don't think you can place it there now. There's water there.
Got it.
Can't be done.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did put those blocks there, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what's required. It's that block that's powering it. See?
Okay. Okay.
But we put blocks all the way across just because it looks better.
But I guess we know that this will make it work at least. Okay. Scared for a second. I was like, what the hell did we do wrong?
Yeah, we're idiots. It's fine.
That is beautiful. I mean, judging by how many mobs are just spawning on this as we walk back and forth, this thing's going to just like produce ridiculous amounts of mobs, isn't it?
I think it is. I think it's going to be real good.
And we're going to collect it. How... you got to explain to me this collection.
Oh, God.
Are we going to be like throwing items at them and hoping they pick them up and those ones get saved forever?
Hey, that's a good idea. But no, I just meant we're going to bring them into our CTM map.
But where are we funneling them into a CTM
Fucking
map?
hell, this thing. Ah!
That makes them like more than just this is like the arena from season 1.
So we can build basically like water troughs that like we can separate mobs and send them much like different directions and
But
stuff.
aren't they gonna get, you know, it can't be that big though because they're gonna get despawned.
No, with the items in them. I can't hit anything.
I'm getting lag
can't
like
shoot
crazy
anything.
right now. My
I'm
arrows
getting killed.
Yeah, what is happening with the server right now? You left.
It's dead.
I'm getting attacked by something that doesn't exist.
Me too. That's what was happening.
What?
This episode's over.
What?
Thanks for
Okay.
watching.
I lost it. I was flying apparently. No, it says forcibly closed. Okay. Well, guys, we'll see you next time. Michael.